Here's the weather.
Good morning. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill from the KMET Weather Center. For the Beaumont and the Banning area for the daytime hours, there'll be sunny skies, highs in the middle 80s. For the daytime hours in the IE area, expect sunny skies, highs in the lower 90s. And as we progress through the day in the Coachella Valley, sunny skies, they're in abundance, expect highs in the mid 90s. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. Of course, joining each and every one of you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope TV, and LinkedIn Live. Glad to have you with us on today's show. We got lots to talk about, including just around the corner, a really good subject with Retail with Melissa. It is Friday, and Melissa Gonzalez is going to join us from the Lioness Group to talk about something that's happening pretty cool. And it's all about hair, and not just any hair. Hair in ways that you're going to say, wow, that is pretty amazing what they're doing. So we're going to talk to Melissa, and around the corner, founder of Glam Seamless, Alexandra Christian, which actually, if you look at some of this, it really looks amazing. It really is. And it's something that I know a lot of the ladies would definitely want to participate in. It's all hair extensions, and hair extensions are all the rage, especially right now with all the different types of fashionable hair that you can do, and of course things that you can have, and new styles that you can have and implement, whether you're red carpet ready or just getting ready for a fun event, or even just at home, just to kind of, have fun in the house, if you know what I mean, with your and your family members. So there you go. Always some good stuff, and we'll be talking about that around the corner. Of course, the business of it all, and obviously the ingenuity of it all, and how she's doing some pretty good stuff there. And we'll be talking to Melissa Gonzalez, who again helps a lot of businesses go next level, whether it be pop-up shops and or just marketing and or just next level with whatever it is that they're trying to do. She has her finger on the pulse of retail shopping, and especially right now in a economy where everybody's going, where are we going to get the money at? Is there going to be a shutdown? Obviously, the latest news, Biden trying to get more time for that, so we don't have that situation as we did last year. And of course, we don't need people to kind of hold everybody up financially, when in reality they should have been working on this at least like 3 months ago. It's kind of like, hello, why are we working on this now? But having said that, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're also going to be talking to Coach, yes, Jeff Steinberg a little bit later on as well, about Beaumont football and what's going on in our own neck of the woods. Now, latest numbers on, very important. The latest, the daily hospital admissions are actually down 32% in the last month. That's a good news situation. Now, there's a lot of situations happening right now with hospital admissions, and of course, they're watching this very carefully. As we kind of talked about it yesterday, there's a situation happening right now when it comes to certain places kind of letting go, at least on the East Coast, of people, and they're letting go of people that I say they should keep on no matter what, and I hope they at least hire them back. But again, if they don't, then we're going to have problems for everyone, and that's never a good thing. But a lot of questions as to what happens next, like New York City teachers are asking the Supreme Court to block school vaccines. A group of school teachers asked the U.S. Supreme Court to block the city's vaccine mandate. Again, the mandate, not that to block the vaccine itself, but on school employees, claiming it violates their due process and equal protection rights. The unvaccinated teacher said they should be given an option to regularly test rather than be forced to get the shot, and they accused the city of failing to explain why that alternative was not made available. According to the petition, they said, quote, if permitted to take effect, the August 23rd order will force thousands of unvaccinated public school employees to lose their jobs, while other municipal employees, including those who have significant contact with children, are allowed to opt out of the vaccine mandate through weekly COVID-19 testing. The petition went on to say, while a temporary interruption of work is not actionable, the mandate here would have a permanent effect. It is open-minded where if a teacher never gets vaccinated, he or she will never be able to return to work. Now, this is the situation that I've been seeing, especially in the hospitals there on the East Coast as well. And I almost can guarantee you, if the former governor were governor, this would not be happening. Cuomo would never allow this. So I don't know who's at work there, but I say it's the wrong thing to do. It's not forward thinking. It's making people, in a bad way, have to take something that maybe they're not ready for. Maybe they know something about the science of it all. Maybe they know about the biology of it all. I'm not saying not to get the vaccine. I'm just saying people should have a choice when it comes to their bodies, especially with vaccines. Remember, this is an emergency rush order, and although one of them is starting to get FDA regulated and or approved, it doesn't mean that they're all FDA regulated and or approved, and they do have side effects. So maybe some people don't want that. Should that mean their job? I say no, but others will say yes. So we're going to be on that tipping point until it comes to a head, and all of a sudden it's going to be like it's not actionable. I heard of one story where some are claiming religious freedom because of that, and they don't want it. And I think these are government employees, I believe, which I saw, which is kind of important. So that's the big thing. All right, having said that, it is that time for our next guest. Yes, of course, we've got Melissa Gonzalez, and okay, we don't yet. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, actually. We're going to regroup here. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we've got the founder with us, which is going to be talking about the fantastic new thing all about hair extensions next here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we have Alexandria. We still need Melissa.
All right. Let me hold on. I'm going to mute you and mute.
At 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000, and stay warm today.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM, where we are ready to go behind the scenes with, of course, Melissa Gonzalez, the founder of Lioness Group and the small business entrepreneur who helps other businesses thrive in the midst of coronavirus and then some. It's National Hair Day. Who knew? Good morning. Welcome to the show, Melissa.
Thank you. Good to be on with you again. I feel like it's been too long.
It has been too long, unfortunately. And I understand on the East Coast, business is as it was, or is it kind of recovering slowly and surely?
It's pretty thriving. It's pretty thriving. Bethany Frankel tweeted on Twitter yesterday. She's like, "Hey guys, emergency! Like, I needed a recommendation for dinner for a friend in town. Times Square is jam packed. All the restaurants are full, and we can't get a reservation." So they're being cautious. The rule in New York is you have to show your vaccination card to sit indoors. But people are doing it, and reservations are getting full, and people are starting to go back to office hybrid, and so. It's a good feeling right now to start to see it come back more and more.
Awesome. That's always good to hear. Well, speaking of more and more, being National Hair Day, you have a next guest with us who I think is on the phone lines, Alexandra Christian, who's the founder of Glam Seamless. Alexandra, are you there with us?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Melissa knows more about you than I do, so I will say this. How did you two meet?
Oh, Alexandra, I'm going to let you tell that story.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it was a few years ago. Glam Seamless had opened our first pop-up in New York City, and I was looking for a pop-up, small business partner to help do pop-ups. There was a lot of architects and retail designers, but at that point, while we were testing the theory of retail, we were specifically looking for a pop-up. And so that's how I found Melissa's group. Back in the day, that was really what she focused on in the beginning was, pop-ups, and they were beautiful. And obviously she's evolved since then. So we've actually spoke for years. I think maybe, I'm not sure if it was a pop-up or a store, but you had done Madison Reed's store.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's how I found her. I always loved her work, and, it just was incredible. We were in touch for years before we actually even decided to work together.
So, Melissa, obviously I have a question. You know the world of retail, and you know the world of entrepreneurship. Obviously, finding Alexandra and seeing a like-minded person, what did you think when you met her?
Yeah, I was just so excited with all the energy she brings. I mean, I don't think you can have a conversation with Alexandra and not be excited about what she's working on or want to be a part of it. So I loved that, and the enthusiasm and passion she brings there. But if you follow her on social media, on her Instagram, she's always sharing that inspiration, So I admire and want to be, in partnership with people who I think stand for something bigger, and I think she does that. But then also with Glam Seamless, like the opportunity to bring her world together. She sent me some inspo mood board images when we first started with the West Hollywood store, and it was like we were gonna have a lot of fun with this, like lean into pink and make it really beautiful and Instagrammable, and add those layers of story and Instagram live backdrops. And so we knew it would be a really fun project to work with together. So when she reached out, wanting to dive into West Hollywood, it was, we felt we needed to make this happen.
Now, Alexandra, you happen to be in our neck of the woods of West Hollywood, whereas, Melissa isn't. So I think we're going to be next new buds, right?
Yes, of course.
So let's talk about your new location. Obviously, being in our own backyard, what's it like for those that enter in on it?
When people walk into the store, they are basically transported into a world of hair. Right away, they will walk in and see our beautiful display of our 65 colors that we offer, and we really focus on the experience. So, there's a good population, especially in Los Angeles, who already wear extensions, but then there continues to be people that are discovering extensions, because hair extensions are actually continuing to become an accessory. Believe it or not, they're in the next decade, right? There'll be that lipstick or that necklace that a lot of women, will have in their closet. So it's an experience. It's a world of hair when you walk in. You're able to touch, feel, try on the products, and then behind our first room, we have a beautiful salon with private stations where you can get your hair extensions installed.
Okay, I think Jesse's thinking of hair extensions for himself. Jesse, are you open or down for this? You got kind of like the ponytail going on.
No, I don't know. You know what? If I get a hair extension, it would probably be something that makes me look like Captain Jack. You know how he got that little coin thing hanging from his front?
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
I don't know, something for men. That'd be cool. I don't
Men
know.
do get extensions. It's a growing
Oh, do they? Okay.
group of people. Trust me.
Well,
All right.
Yes.
well,
So you never know.
I once tried out for Gaston, and I was wanting a hair ponytail. I didn't get one, so maybe I might rock it with you, Jesse. We can like rock it out on the town, right? What's the usual average cost of these hair extensions?
It could range anywhere from $200 to $600. We also do sell single pieces. Like, back in the day, we actually did create something called a glam man, where, we'd sell these single clips for $40 and they clip them in, and now all of a sudden they have that cool man bun. So, our most of the prices are $200. $200 is usually our price point, but it could be anywhere from $40 for a single piece all the way up to $600 for like a full head of hair and installation.
Well,
And how long does that last usually?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, our semi-permanent extensions last for 3 months, and then the good news is the hair is reusable. So at that second time, your investment is actually much lower because all you have to do at that point is pay for the installation of hair.
Okay, Melissa, I could see you rocking some. Have you rocked some lately?
I haven't lately. I did do it at my wedding, and I felt beautiful. I went all in, and I had this beautiful head of full hair because I have pretty thin hair. So it wasn't so much for length, but it gave me volume. And I'm not an expert at doing it myself. I still do have the hair, believe it or not. But that's the other thing that I think is great at the West Hollywood location, right? You can discover the best pieces for you, but then you can also book an appointment for your hair to be done on site. And did you talk, Alexandra? You also have an amazing partnership with Priscilla Valles there as well.
Yes, exactly. A year ago, we decided to partner with Priscilla Valles. She is, Hollywood's hair extension, and she does everyone you can think of. Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Halle Berry, everyone you name it, she does their extensions. And so we brought out a line for her, and she actually has her own private studio down in our location. So she does take some VIP clients there, and her entire line is stocked as well. We've developed these beautiful custom colors there that are all available at our retail store.
Yeah, we're checking out your Instagram, by the way, at Glam Seamless. And if anybody wants some quick little ideas of what they could do with their hair, I'm seeing a lot of ideas right here for the ladies. I've seen good extensions and I've seen bad extensions. How do you keep it always like on the up and up with good?
Yeah, well, good extensions versus bad extensions really comes down to the quality of extension that you choose. There are some extensions that, are super cheap, but then the ends are very thin. So you think you're getting a deal when you buy it online, but really you're not, because by the time you put it in, it's super thin and stringy, and it really gives you no transformation at all. A good pair of extensions really is, it will cost maybe $200 and up, but the good news is that hair is going to last forever. Like Melissa said, she still has her extensions from her wedding. Hair extensions are an investment, but they are one that lasts, and that's the beautiful thing about it. And a lot of hair extension companies online now, especially like Glam Seamless, for example, you can even do buy now, pay later, right? Where it's almost like you get your extensions first and you pay in installments. So, good extensions versus bad extensions really just comes down to making sure you purchase from the right brand.
Got it. Okay, well, I want to say thank you for obviously doing it right here for the ladies and having your West Hollywood location, which we can visit. What are the shop's hours?
Yes, we are open from 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. And we also have a buy online and pick up in store. So if you can't make it to the store, we will ship to you within 35 miles of the store. So, can't make it in, you can just schedule a call, or a virtual consultant will match you, and we will actually deliver same day.
Okay. Now, I will say this, Melissa, you know the business of it all and keeping it fresh, keeping it clean, keeping it tight. What are some recommendations that you made to her that either she's implementing or she's implemented, or some things that she's doing right that you think others would benefit from? Do
you mean from a store design standpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's when you can feel like you've walked into a brand story. I think that's really powerful, and the Glam Seamless location in West Hollywood really does that. You feel like you're walking into the world of Glam Seamless, and you want to be part of that. You want that to be in your life. And there's good points of education, brand storytelling, points because of the atmosphere is so beautiful, where you're inspired. I think that that's really important when you think about store design, especially because as Alexandra is mentioning, you could do virtual, you could order ahead, you could have it delivered to you. So when you have somebody in person, it's an opportunity to really captivate them on a deeper, more emotional level. And so that's part of my biggest advice as we approach store design today and in the future.
Yeah, I think it's smart. I think it's great. And I love how you're doing your social media, in that I'm looking at the Instagram, for example, and you have DM us for, or which those who don't know is a direct message us for an instant color match. How does that work?
Yeah, someone just uploads a photo and one of our representatives goes in and color matches them, and also just figures out what type of extension is best for them. It's a very easy process.
Oh, there you go. I can tell you right now, my mom just got her hair done, and if she would have known she could got extensions, I think she would have gotten some fun stuff.
I mean, Aaron, holidays are coming. You can always get her a gift.
You're right. You're right. Don't get that into her head. She might go with the $1,000 option. I'm sure that's there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Okay. All right. But good idea, especially for the coming days. I want to say thank you to the both of you. Melissa, thank you. Stay safe over there. I think we'll be visiting you sometime soon. Maybe Jesse and his fiance might be visiting you. I think this is good for bridal weddings always to get ready to go. Right, Melissa?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The bride was in the other day. We did her hair, and she literally was crying at the end of the appointment. So that's why I love retail so much. It gives an opportunity to see the product come to life and the customers experience it. And this bride, she was doing a trial for her extensions, and she literally was crying. And it just was such a beautiful experience. So especially for brides, I think almost every bride does extensions on her wedding day. So, come on in and we'll take care of his fiance.
All right. Awesome. Alexandra Christian, founder of Glam Seamless, thank you for spending time with us. Thank you, Melissa, for introducing her. And thank you all for making National Hair Day just that. Like really big and puffy if you want it. Or glam.
Beautiful.
Or curly. Or, whatever you want. Yeah, especially for the guys. I'm thinking about the man bun thing. I don't know. I might rock it with Jesse. He's got all natural. I'm going to just clip off his hair and then come in and then you can attach it, right?
There we go. That's a plan.
That so fell on deaf ears. Okay, we'll see you all around the corner. Again, check it out. Retail with Melissa. How do we find you, Melissa?
You can find me on socials at Mel Styles or at Lioness Group. So on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Happy to connect.
Awesome. And Alexandra, how can we find you?
My Instagram is the real Alexandra Christian.
Awesome. And or Glam Seamless. Thank you so very much, both of you, for spending time with us here on The Morning Show.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right. More right after these messages. Stay tuned.
You've been charged with a crime, and now you're facing the loss of your freedom. Where do you turn to get out of jail or stay out of jail? The law offices of Wallen and Claridge. Call 877-4-NO-JAIL. With over 20 years experience and attorneys who work in your local courts, Wallen and Claridge can make the difference between jail and freedom. When you need help, make one call. Make it to Wallen and Claridge. 877-4-NO-JAIL. The call is free. Will you be?
You're running out of letterhead. What do you do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your #1 source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
KMET welcomes Ron Siegel, Geneva Financial, with advice and suggestions for consumers with the hows and whys of our incredible real estate market. Now, here's the market in a minute with Ron Siegel.
Ron Siegel here. Home prices climbed to a new record in July as buyers continued to compete fiercely amid a shortage of homes for sale. There are signs the market frenzy might be easing. Following 2 months of declines, pending home sales surged more than expected in August. Sales increased 8.1% over July, but were still down 8.3% from last year. Testimony before Congress, Fed Chair Powell cautioned that causes of the recent rise in inflation may last longer than anticipated. Inflation could pressure interest rates higher. Today, Freddie Mac mortgage rates are at 3.01% on a 30-year fix and 2.28% on a 15-year fix. Thanks for listening. Have a great week, and remember, make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun.
This Market in a Minute has been brought to you by Geneva Financial. For an up-to-date market report, text Market Minute to 79564. That's Market Minute to 79564.
Welcome back, as it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM, and I'm so appreciative of that last segment because the business of doing hair extensions has been around for quite some time, but I will say there's good extensions and there's bad extensions, Jesse, so always make sure if you get your lady any, it's going to cost a little bit, but it's worth it because boy oh boy, if it lasts, it looks great, just so you know, okay?
Yeah, I just recently learned of those prices. That's pretty crazy.
You're like, buy me a new PlayStation system.
I'm like, you're wearing a PlayStation 5 on your head. Oh my God, no, play.
But you don't understand the joy it brings the ladies. So it says,
I know, as long as they're happy, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah, it really is, and it'll go a long ways too to treating them to a salon like that. So check it out. And again, I know some ladies are good with like very like $80 haircuts, but a blowout is like $180 in certain parts of like Santa Monica and then some. So that's just for a blowout, Jesse, and a haircut and some other spiffs as well. Color is anywhere from $90 to $180. So hair extensions to be able to kind of add length to your overall beauty and then have it done, especially for a wedding. It's kind of like a treat to oneself, so it's good to always kind of include that, especially event planners. If you are watching and or thinking of getting something done right, check out the new West Hollywood location. You could check it out. Again, Glam Seamless, it's all available for you to watch there and check it all out. So having said that, let's go to something that we all can talk about, and again, it is the latest in the world. And Jesse, I think you have a story over there you're kind of holding on to. What's going on?
No, I don't even want to talk about this story. It's so disturbing. I heard about it this morning. I don't know. I don't know if you heard about it. A Texas teen claims he may have killed his sister while sleepwalking.
Oh no.
Right? How do you prove that? So apparently a 17-year-old who allegedly stabbed his twin sister to death said he thought he was dreaming when he plunged a knife into her neck in the wee hours of the Wednesday morning. Prosecutors said on Thursday that Benjamin Elliott, who was booked in the Harris County Jail in Texas on murder charges, of course it's Texas. Of course. But how would you defend against that? To prove that you have you sleepwalk and
right.
Yeah, that's such a disturbing thing.
Honestly, yeah, his the teen. I'm looking at the court records. Benjamin David Elliott, who's 17, said that he woke up in his twin sister's bedroom and saw a knife in her neck. He said after he realized he was not dreaming, he removed the knife. So he turned on the light to the bedroom and placed pressure on her wound with a pillow. He claims he then ran into his bedroom, grabbing his phone and called 911. Now, having said that, it doesn't sound unplausible.
No, it doesn't. It's just, it's so random. Like he would have to show that he had sleepwalking problems before, and now he has to live with the thought of killing his sister.
Yeah, well, and doesn't I mean I think it would be the question of the lead up of it, right? Like, in the house, what else is going on? Is there maybe a history of sleepwalking with him, which oddly enough does happen with people. I know ones that go in and they will eat a full course meal and not remember eating because they're subconsciously more subdued, kind of like sharks. Sharks can, you think they're awake, but they're not, but they're just kind of like laying there. Not that they start eating out of nowhere, right? But I think this is a very interesting question to kind of see if that's what happened. He admitted to police that he doesn't suffer from any sleep irregularities, and he didn't consume any drugs or alcohol before going to bed. He's been charged with first-degree murder in his incident and was given a $100,000 bond. He didn't appear at his first court appearance, but he was screened by the mental health unit. If he makes bond, he will be placed under a bond supervision order, which will require him to wear a GPS monitoring track. He'll also be placed under a curfew and must surrender his passport. The Elliott family attorney, thank you, I'm glad they have one, says, "We are still gathering all the facts and details of this tragedy. There's no question Benjamin loved his sister very much. They were extremely close and the best of friends. The family is asking for privacy as they process this heartbreaking event." Now, I will say this. I think if anything, and I'm looking at this boy's picture, and I will say he doesn't fit the typical type of boy that you would see, and this is in Katy, Texas, by the way, that you would see that you go, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, he's just a, horrible young boy. If you look at this young boy, you really wouldn't think that at all. You would think, okay, something happened. I don't know what happened. I would go first on medication if he were taking any. That's what I would go on first. And then I would analyze the lead up to it. And then even though he doesn't have a history of it, the question is, does he? And if he doesn't, is there a possibility, although remote, that maybe somebody else might have done it in the house and he stumbled upon it and then woke up? Or did somebody come into the house late at night and do that? Although that's more far-fetched than anything, they should be able to find, the lead investigator should be able to not just point the finger in this situation all of a sudden. They should kind of give it some consideration and then see, well, okay, are we wrong? What's going on? But this is kind of one of those cases where you're almost like, I feel bad for this kid. Let's just put it that way. It's the type of story that I know you don't want to share, but it kind of needs to be said. Like, this boy really doesn't look like he would do this to just anybody, and that's the sad thing. Benjamin Elliott, again, only for, 17, and there's pictures of him and his sister, and they look like a typical loving brother sister. I almost thought they were twins, to be honest, and I did not think anything bad the moment I saw his picture, and I think the majority of you would agree with me. I'm trying to bring it up here so we all can kind of participate here and kind of see it really quick. And I say a lot has to be seen in this type of investigation, or at least figure it out. I don't know why it's not coming up, but it's not coming up. So, all right. Well, anyway, I don't know where this goes, to be honest. I'm sure we'll find out in the coming days ahead. But it was his twin sister. And so that makes sense because they look like fraternal twins, and that makes so much sense. But if he was sleeping, I don't think he's lying, number one. Number two, they can prove it through sleep analysis of his sleeping situation. And if there was no lead up to it, like big fights, which I'm sure brother and sisters always have fights, but I would almost say look at the medication that he was taking, and then you'll figure out the rest. Because there can be side effects as sleepwalking with some of these pills. It's odd, but they're right there on the label. So I would go to that first before they start the prosecution process. But if there was no history of this and they were quite okay, A, he wouldn't have called 911, and B, he wouldn't have tried to stop the bleeding at all, right? So I don't think he's that type of kid. I think he's been given kind of a bad shake, but we'll talk about that around the corner. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's Coach Jeff Steinberg next with us here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Are you a self-published author that maybe underestimated the challenges of marketing your own book? I'm Suzanne Lynn, and we help authors sell more books through video interviews and radio advertising. You see, a professional video interview is really an author's secret weapon for marketing because it makes an emotional connection with your reader that can be posted to social media, YouTube, your book's landing page and website, your Amazon author page, and even sent to media to request interviews. We guarantee that video interview will be viewed by a minimum of 3,000 people in your target audience. And let's face it, no one can sell your book better than you speaking about it yourself. Plus, we can run commercials on our nationwide network of radio stations that targets your specific reading audience. Find out more at GiveMyBookWings.com. That's GiveMyBookWings.com. Again, GiveMyBookWings.com.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. And I can tell you one thing. If you're in the Beaumont area and or Riverside or anywhere thereabouts, you're going to definitely want to listen to Beaumont football, especially with the latest. Jeff over there is doing some pretty big things with the team. Jeff, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing good, but I understand, look, you're doing good. You kind of took time to recuperate. You guys are doing great coming up around the corner. Obviously, a big game tonight. What's in the heads of all?
Yeah, we start league play tonight with Redlands East Valley. We traveled there, playing them at Citrus Valley High School. So we're excited for this nice stretch over the next 5 weeks.
Okay, and you know, look, going into tonight, what are some things that you're keeping very, very clear and conscious about?
Oh, just there's so much football left. Just over a month. So we think that there's still room to improve, clean things up, and just get better at the stuff that we do, whether it's our technique or our scheme. And so we really try as much as possible every week, regardless of who we're playing, to keep the focus on us and what we need to do to be successful.
All right, now Beaumont is 4-1 going into the Citrus Belt League tonight. You played a really tough schedule to get ready for this. Are you happy with where it's been so far?
We are, yeah. We really learned a lot about ourselves in those 5 non-league games. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to test ourselves a bit and see where we're at and what adjustments we may need to make going into the league.
Okay, so now those that don't know about the Citrus Belt League, why is that so special for Beaumont?
Well, historically, it's been one of the bigger leagues in Southern California, and back in the day, Fohi ruled the roost. They're no longer in the league anymore, but it did carry on that tradition, going through Redlands with Redlands High School, and then more recently, Redlands East Valley won a state championship while they were in the CBL, and then Cajon joined. Cajon was in the state playoffs and played in a state championship game, and Citrus Valley with Coach Bruick moving over there from Redlands East Valley has been pretty strong too. So it's a very strong league.
Now the Warrior of the Week, speaking of strong, is doing some pretty good stuff, and it's all about the El Nasty Burrito. For those that don't know about the El Nasty Burrito, can you describe it first? And of course, the question is, did he finish it?
You know what? It was his second time. It was John Exley, second time winning the El Nasty Warrior Award. I had the fortune of being able to go out with John. Usually it's one of our offensive and defensive line coaches that go out, and I kind of slid my way in there because because I wanted to be able to go out with one of the players too. And I think the best part is just being able to sit and chat. Well, we talked so much, we realized we both still had a little left. So we managed to take some home so that we would have a good start to the day the next day and have it for breakfast.
Okay, and it's pretty monstrous, right? Like that's got to be a good heavy. I mean, when you're doing like a good workout, it's something that kind of keeps you kind of rebounding pretty quick, right?
Oh yeah. It's probably a meal for two. You could definitely divide it up. It's pretty good burrito.
Okay, I think Jesse and I are gonna go and get some sometime this week. You play Redlands East Valley on the road tonight. What are you gonna expect to see from them?
Well, they have a defense that they do a great job of keeping things underneath, and offensively they like to throw the ball quite a bit. So I figured between both teams throwing the ball a lot, this may be a very long high school game tonight.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see it. I know I follow as well the group page on Facebook. Looking at some of the photos, obviously, if you listen to the game and you want to see some of the members, it's Beaumont High School Football Cougar Pride. I know you guys post it sometimes, and I know you've been featured in some other news articles, so congratulations on that. I'm following you guys closely. They featured you a couple weeks ago, I believe. I reposted it. I'm proud of what you guys are doing, but I got to say, what are you most proud of this season?
I'm most proud of just having great kids that are doing good things on campus, and they're super coachable, and it's really a no drama program. We have fun at practice, and when you get players that work hard and are coachable and do good things in the classroom, I think it makes for an easy life.
Well, and I want to talk about the curriculum because some parents are very much all about sports and no curriculum. Others are all about curriculum and no sports. You've been able to bridge the gap pretty well. Is there anything that you would say, sometimes some parents don't understand where football comes in handy in order to help the curriculum of certain individuals? Because I'm sure you're about both, right?
Definitely. And I think, one of the great things about high school athletics is student athletes really learn how to manage their time. You don't have as much free time especially while you're in season between, practice meetings, workouts, and schoolwork and getting home chores done. So you're just not going to have as much free time. And I think you have to be well organized so that you can manage your time accordingly, so that you can enjoy the time with your friends. Because when you're not taking care of business, it's going to affect other areas of your life. So, whether you're going to be really limited on seeing your friends because you're so far behind in school, or it's going to affect you in your athletics because you're going to always have that on your mind. So I appreciate that, and I really love when parents understand that and they support that and make sure that their kids are taking care of business when they're away from the sport.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially with the away games, because there's so much more planning, and then there's the after of it all, and sometimes people think, they're having all fun. No, they're tired the next day because now they got to get up and do the schoolwork, right?
Exactly. They have to get up early, stay up a little later to get stuff done and meet deadlines in the classroom, which is the most important thing. Student comes before the athlete part.
Yeah, I like that you have your perspective on there, and you keep it fun, and you keep it loving, and you keep them winning. Good job on that. KMET is the home for Beaumont High School football. Join Mitch McClellan and Brett Malik for the broadcast tonight, live from Redlands, starting at 6:45 p.m. Jeff, I want to say thank you from all of us, and I know Jesse, I want to say really quick, Jesse, do you have any questions? Because you listen to them pretty live. He's always the engineer behind the scenes in the broadcast room, and he himself is like, God, I love listening to this football. It's so much more entertaining than like the NFL league, right, Jesse?
Oh yeah, you guys really are more entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
Guys, I appreciate that. We do have a lot of fun, and we try our best to keep things balanced.
Oh, that's awesome! I love seeing these kids just do this sport. I feel like they do it a little bit harder than the NFL, but that's just me.
Thanks.
All right. Coach, thank you for spending time with us. We'll talk to you next week. Congratulations on your already win. I can feel the energy pumping through your guys' veins. We'll talk about it next week, okay?
All right, gentlemen. Thank you. You guys have a great Friday.
You too as well. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break here on the morning show. More right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Hey, Mark's here. We want people should know about the new Italian radio show on KMET. Like my Uncle Vinny used to say, "Gumbas non stonate."
SID, there is no such words in Italian.
Forget about it. Tell them about the show.
The Italian radio show presented by West Coast Italian Radio.
Mondays at 4 p.m. on KMET 1490 or stream us live 24/7 from our website at WCIR.biz.
Make sure to tune in.
You don't want that we should have to tell you twice.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness, 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
Attention homeowners, spending more time around your house means you're putting more stress on major appliances that keep your home running. Like many Americans, a major breakdown could be very costly during these uncertain times. AC unit goes, that's $4,500. Water heater breaks, $1,500. When you own a home, it's always something. If you have a home warranty, those repairs could cost you nothing. A Home Service Club warranty pays for the repair or replacement of your home appliances and systems when they break down, even from normal wear and tear. For about $1 a day, you can cover your home appliances and systems. It's not a question of if they'll break down, it's when. If you call now, you'll get your first month free and $75 off your first year. Make home appliance repairs one less thing to worry about. Call 800-274-4679 now for your free quote, free first month, and $75 off your first year. 800-274-4679 now. That's 800-274-4679. Again, 800-274-4679.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at HIEBanning.com.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to Coach Jeff Steinberg for always keeping the kids happy and, of course, very well on their schoolwork. There's a lot of coaches sometimes that push athletics more than schoolwork. You could tell he is very responsible. He's not one of those. And he makes sure that people as well are happy with the families and make sure that they have plenty of time for each other and, of course, their work. Now, having said that, plenty of time is something I'm hoping you and I, Jesse, have some of. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I am. I was just about to talk about that. Get out of my head. I am so excited. I can't wait to watch it.
All right, you and me both, man. I cannot wait to see this. Venom. I've been waiting for a long time. Ever since the first one, not gonna lie, I was actually surprised how much I liked the first Venom. With this, I didn't expect to like it as much. This one's gonna go a little bit more crazy than that one before. Tom Hardy, of course, I have to say, is probably the best choice for this character. He does it well. He balances it well. And, of course, the Venom character, like, seriously, so much fun with this because you kind of see his dark side, his light side, and then his, like, okay, let's just kill all evil and then some. Right, Jesse?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Venom is such a complicated character if you start reading the comic books, but I'm so excited for this movie. You got Woody Harrelson, Naomi Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who else is coming back, but I'm just excited for this movie. From the moment the first one aired, and you see that little preview at the end, you get like a little glimpse. But I'm excited to see what they can do with this and whether or not they can mesh this up with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You never know what the future will hold.
Well, it's funny that you say that without giving too much away, but kind of a glimpse. I'm going to try to kind of tread carefully on this information. The latest headline, Venom Let There Be Carnage has an end credit scene. In other words, wait after the credits, okay? It's something Marvel fans have been waiting for a long time. That's hint number 1, okay? You've been waiting for a long time. And that's what you need to know, okay? I'm going to kind of end with that, to be honest, because I'm looking at this news article and they're kind of giving a little bit too much information that I don't want out there. But here's what I can say. If you go watch Venom quite soon, especially movie theaters, which I think kind of, if you do it safely and or in the drive-in, oh man, it would be spooky at the drive-in, but I think that's the place to go see it, right? At least to do so safely if you're going to do so at all, especially in certain areas. I'm just saying, I don't want to throw caution to the wind and then you get sick after all of it. But Let There Be Carnage is a whole storyline of, will they go further? I hope they don't, kill off anybody in the end like they did in the last Spider-Man series. I didn't like the way they did Venom before. And, much credits to the actors who tried, but I just felt it wasn't the way to do it. You know what I mean?
Wait, Venom was in another movie?
Well, I mean in the other Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, that movie don't exist to me. So there's another one? No, it's played. Yeah, no, they really did a horrible job on that one. They messed his character up. They were trying to fit him in, but he shouldn't have been in that movie.
Yeah, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Just remember, it's coming up around the corner. I'm sure your family are going to want to see it. Be good with it, and hope that it comes back again and again. So just be ready again for the end, okay? Very important. You'll get a sneak peek in the middle. I don't want to say too much. I know how these things are, but just, allow it to just be fun for the family. Okay, that's number 1. All right, in other news, again, coronavirus is real. We're going into the weekend as such. Remember, don't throw caution in the wind. Make sure that you keep, if at all possible, masked up in certain environments. If you're with a lot of people, don't feel like the oddball when you put on your face mask. I know it's difficult sometimes when talking to people, and sometimes I kind of take it away and then I stand back 6 to 8 feet and I talk from a distance, and then you could share what you need to say. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, Jesse, do you ever get people going, what did you say? Because I do that always with people that are telling me like how much, change, like at the 7-Eleven store or the liquor store. If I'm like getting some beef jerky or something, I'm like, what did you say? Huh?
No, I'm actually pretty fluent in mumble speak, so I can understand it pretty well.
Got it. Okay, so you're fluent in, and I'm not, so I got to work on that. But here's what I can say for the rest of you people. Thank you very much for making it a great day. Remember, go check it out, the West Hollywood location. It's made possible. Go make sure to follow them online as well. And we're going to post about it as well. So check out our rebroadcast. And thank you so much, each and every one of you, for making it a great day. Each and every day. We'll be back Monday, same time, same place. Bye-bye, everyone.